Alright, where do I begin? First, I guess I should say sorry, because I haven't been here since March 5th, and so I'm way overdue. What's the date today? It is May 21st, 2011. I say duh because today is supposed to be the rapture. Now, some people may be confused about what the rapture is. Now, I'm not an authority because I'm atheist agnostic, and I don't own a Bible, but from my understanding is the rapture is Judgment Day, in the sense that Jesus will take his followers up to heaven and then rule the world in hellfire and brimstone for 5 to 6 months. So today being the rapture, I looked it up yesterday, and I found out, there's 6.5 billion people on the planet. Of the 6.5 billion, there are, what is it? I wrote this down. 2 billion are Christians. So a third of the planet are Christians. Now, according to the people that believe today, May 21st, 2011, is the rapture, they believe that only 3 million Christians will go into heaven with Jesus. So out of 2 billion people, 3 million. I did the math, and that's 0.15%. That's 0.15%. That's not even a quarter of a percent of all Christians on earth will rise up into heaven today at 6 p.m. Now, I have a lot of issues with that. Number one is, if you're an American, you might as well just count yourself out now, because 6 p.m. is going to roll around the earth one time zone at a time, as it does every day, and I'm sure by the time it reaches, at the very least, the East Coast, all 3 million good Christians will have risen up into heaven. So you will not be raptured if you are an American. Sorry. You just didn't live in the right time zone. But another thing that really struck me was, what kind of a person do you have to be to really believe in the Bible that you will be one of 0.15% of the entire population of your religion alone? Now, it's 0.05% of the entire world's population. It's not even 0.1% of the world's population that are supposed to be raptured. Now, what kind of a person do you have to be to believe that you will not only worship this God, but you'll be so awesome at worshiping this God that you'll be raptured with the other 3 million people? Now, like I said before, there are 2 billion Christians. They can't all be raptured, obviously, because the Bible says so. And with that, I have to ask, what do you want out of religion? What do you want out of Christianity? All of you Christians out there watching me, do you want a sense of morality? You can get that from yourself. You can get that from watching a sunset. I mean, that's really corny, but it's true. I don't look at a sunset and think, wow, thanks God. No. I think about the billions of years it took to create that sunset, for me to see with my eyes, with my evolved eyes. My sister, I love her to death, and she puts random things on Facebook, and I understand that. One of them was, who do atheists think when they have a good day? Why not thank themselves? You are in control of your life. You don't have to pray to an unseen being that will never ever respond to you. It won't. God will never respond to you. You can pray all day and all night, and God will never respond. Unless you don't eat and you don't drink and you start to go insane and you think God is talking to you. That is the only time. This is why I didn't put this on Facebook, was because it made me so infuriated that people will follow the Bible and more than likely, even if it does come true, there's a 95% chance that you will not go into heaven. It's just given, at least for the rapture. I suppose you could die before the rapture and you'll be good to go. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe some biblical scholar can educate me on that, and subsequently I can educate all of you on that. But it's so messed up that people want to follow Christianity as a religion. And I really try to stray away from attacking religion or religious people altogether, but particularly today, with so much emphasis on the rapture, I can't help but wonder what people are thinking when they follow Christianity. Because essentially you have to follow the entire Bible. Otherwise, why even bother? You're not going to go to heaven. Why even bother following any particular part of the Bible if you don't follow the whole thing? So you might as well just stop. If you eat shellfish, that's including crab or crawdads or shrimp, if you eat any of that, you're not following the Bible. If you're a woman and you have a job and you make money, you're not going to heaven. If you're a woman and you have sex out of wedlock, you're not going to heaven. Now, what's really interesting is I could go way into the history and say, well, the Catholics found a runaround to that. They said, well, you know what, you can confess your sins to a priest, and they'll make it all go away. So you could be the most sinful person on earth, so long as you go into a Catholic church and say, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Yeah, so you're cheating. If you're a Catholic, you're cheating. But yeah, that's my vlog. The world's not ending, because that's BS. It will end in about 5 billion years, when the sun explodes and becomes a red giant and engulfs the earth. That's when the world will end. None of us will be alive, obviously. I'll be surprised if the human race survives, given the paths that we lay before ourselves. None of them seem good to me right now. So yeah, that's it. This may be an extra long vlog, but sorry, I had to get all that off my chest. Moral of the story is, make your own morals. Be a good person. Don't mess with other people. There. Now I'm the Messiah. Worship me. I'll try to be more proactive at this vlogging. See ya.